Good morning, everyone. This is Virgo Triad here. It is January 10th, 2018, and I hope everyone is having a good day so far. Wanted to just give a news update. I know that there have been a great number of people that have been talking about the disappearance of Miss Cindy K. Currier, and I was forwarded some information this morning with regards to her family speaking out on her disappearance. So I'm going to go ahead and read you the article and leave you the link in the description that you can take a look at yourself. This information might be somewhat shocking to those of you that were following her. So please take note that one of the reasons that I am listing this, or rather posting this, on my channel is because of the fact that I feel it is important that some of the individuals are exposed that were actually attempting to do a great deal of harm to others with regards to some of the not just the ACH tactics and that sort of thing, but also starting these so-called credit unions and banks that are not backed by any type of insurance. You find people taking off and running off with money the same way that OPPT did. So I want to make sure that everyone understands both sides of the story here, and also just to update and ensure that people are aware that the family is taking notice, leaving information out there that you can get to and look at and ask questions of them yourself, so that this way there isn't any confusion as to the reason behind why these things are being posted on Cindy's behalf or with regards to Cindy's disappearance. I'm going to go ahead and read the article for you, and the rest is up to you to do your own research and contact the family should you choose to want to ask questions yourself. Says Cindy K. Currier's family speaks out regarding her disappearance, quote unquote. Since running this thread on CKC, going missing along with taking down all of her websites and YouTube channel, her family members have commented the following regarding Cindy K. Currier, and it may clear up some questions for the viewers of the site and other social medias. The following is from her younger brother. I've seen some comments here from people who are curious about Cindy's background and who she is. I am her younger brother, so I think I can fill in some of the blanks that exist. We were raised in a fairly normal home by parents who love us. Cindy was loved and nurtured both as a child and as an adult. I have seen some of the claims that Cindy has made about her childhood, but most of what Cindy claims is either fabrication or deceit. I would encourage anyone to view her claims with a skeptical eye and reason through the issues to figure out what is real. I can assure you that you won't get the real story from Cindy. Someone asked about military service. Cindy never served in the military. She never showed any interest in serving in the military either. Cindy has always possessed talent in music and could easily be described as more of an artistic personality. This goes back to a very young age. While I wouldn't quite call her a prodigy, she was more talented than most people I know. She has been able to teach herself to play almost any musical instrument without outside instruction. As an artistic type, she has relied much more on the emotional side of the brain than on the logical side of the brain. You can see this continues when you listen to her bizarre explanations of how she believes she has become the President of the United States, or how she supports her arguments for contract law. You can even see it in the contradictory nature of her natural law handbook. I have always been the counter. My musical talent is somewhat limited, and my art would likely be more focused in writing and drawing. Just the same, I never showed the level of talent in those areas that Cindy and our older brother showed. I was always the thinker, the intellect. As such, I challenged my sister frequently, and she has never cared for it. It has always seemed that I have a special place in her heart, and it isn't a good one. All the same, this relationship has left it very easy for me to get under her skin. Cindy imagines herself to have been a counselor since age 9. While I've no doubt that she believes this, it is quite far from the truth. She has been a bully all of her life, and she seems to confuse counseling with bullying. The reason I bring this up is that it is my primary source of concern here. I've watched her bully people all her life, and I've lived with the repercussions of her behavior. I have worked to help the people she has hurt for many years. This is significant because she is now using the internet to expand her bullying. If she were done trying to manipulate and use people, I wouldn't be writing this. Unfortunately, she is continuing her mission, and I cannot stand idly by and allow her to continue to hurt people. I realize that my impact will be quite limited, but if I can help even one person, it will have been worth my time. Most of the people here seem to already recognize that Cindy has significant mental issues. Most here seem to already understand that she has been committing fraud and taking advantage of people. I get the feeling, however, that there are some who read this who may not have yet decided who she is and may even be a supporter. It's important that those people learn the truth before they get hurt by Cindy's ego. Cindy is still out there, and she is regrouping. She is maintaining contact with a core group of followers. Cindy has long seen me as her enemy, so I have no direct means of contact with her. She was probably quite upset that I discovered what she was doing recently. She has strictly demanded that I not have means of contacting her, and has also demanded that she not be exposed to me in person. It took a while and info from friends to learn what she has been up to. This means that I have no direct contact with her, nor is it likely that I ever will again. All of this is left for me to try to help others see the light about who and what Cindy is. If there are people here who have genuine questions, I will be happy to answer them as long as it doesn't require revealing information that is too personal. I have no interest in hurting anyone. If anyone reading this encounters someone who is contemplating following Cindy, please feel free to try to get them in touch with me. And this was in reply to someone else on the thread that was asking if they could repost the comments. This was what was the answer was. Cindy has not been arrested. I know that to be a fact. As of Sunday night, she remains free. It appears that Cindy is regrouping to continue her mission. She may use an alias when she returns to public view, but I think that is unlikely. I am confident, however, that is her intention to get back into the public eye. I'm not sure what form that will take, but I believe it to be her intention. You asked my opinion of why she took down her internet presence. I am not a vain person, and I have no visions of my own grandeur or importance. I want to make that clear. Because of this, I had initially assumed her sites had been taken down by law enforcement as a result of her work with her imaginary airship bank. Things I have learned this weekend give me a different impression. As I wrote earlier, Cindy has always felt that he was an enemy to her or towards her. Whenever I would confront her on truth, reality, or her flawed reasoning. Eventually, she demanded that there be no contact between us. I am not even allowed to have her phone number or email address. When I learned what she was doing online, I was mortified. It's quite embarrassing to have your sister behaving like that. I have never been able to forget the people she hurt earlier in her life. I've invested countless hours trying to help others that she had hurt. When I saw what she was doing now, I knew there would be plenty of people getting hurt by her. As a result of this concern, I began trying to warn people about her whenever I could. I would try to point out her flawed reasoning and dishonest tactics in an effort to prevent more harm. Eventually, Cindy succumbed to pressure and began allowing comments on her videos. I decided it would be best for me to confront her directly in front of her audience. I began explaining her illegitimate claim of using maritime law and her lack of understanding of contract law, her misrepresentation of the Declaration of Independence, and the similarity between her behavior and she claims is evident in robots and her behavior, even asking if she was a robot. I tried to explain to people that reading Facebook cannot possibly alter a person's DNA or turn them into a robot. I also pointed out that Cindy's claim of being able to reprogram a person's DNA was 100% impossible, and obviously it was dishonest. Based on her behavior in the past, she would find such challenges to be more than she could bear. I believed that I was a primary cause of her internet disappearance. I had been commenting directly to her for about a week when she went quote unquote dark. I believe this has something to do with it. Frankly, it had been my hope that she would stop leading people astray, so I kind of got half my wish. I have no idea what can be done to help Cindy, but I feel an inner peace. All the same, I maintain my commitment to counter her lies about our family. I also remain compelled to try to spread the truth in an effort to help others. I can't speak for CC Dawn, but my comments can be used as you see fit as long as the goal is to prevent others from falling victim to Cindy's delusions. So I'm going to go ahead and post a link in the description where you can locate the original article that I just read to you and where you can view the comments on the original thread. Um, Also, apparently, there are questions with regards to her LinkedIn professional licensing of being a counselor and so on and so forth. That if you are really truly interested in investigating more with regards to Cindy K. Currier, you might want to do some research with regards to her licensing. I would caution you from taking one side of the story too far. Once again, I do not know this person individually. I only know of her. I know that it's been a big internet all over the social media as to where she has disappeared to, why she took her channel down. So I was trying to shed some light on that. I do not have an opinion either way. This is just posting information that has been forwarded to me, and I wanted to make sure that it was put out there so that people can make up their own minds. It's clear that there is something that is not right, and since this happens to go along with some of the earlier things that I listed or posted on my channel with regards to ACH and sovereign citizen and the different things that I have been able to show and prove to be inaccuracies. These are some of the things that this individual was making claims to also. So I felt it was important to have it on listed on my channel, that people can take a look for themselves and decide what's right for them. So thank you so much, and I hope everyone has a great day. Bye-bye.